Warning. It is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions, LLC, and the Working Perspectives podcast that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You have been warned, so if you decide to listen to the recording, then don't complain about the language. And we told my mom that because it was Hitler's birthday, that there was bomb threats because Columbine had happened like a couple of years ago. So it was Hitler's birthday, the anniversary of Columbine. So like, Mom, there's threatening at the school. We just want to stay home. And we stayed home. It was the first time I ever smoked weed. A couple of times buddies came over and
look at you.
Got high on the balcony. The bong we smoked out of was an Utz pretzel container that we converted into a bong. We took, remember those dollar store samurai swords?
Hell yeah.
We melted a hole in the lid, stuck the samurai sword through the hole and melted it, then did like a tinfoil bowl on the top of that because we cut the bottoms and the top off the sword. And then we had tubes coming out the Utz pretzel container, and then that's what we used. And then, Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Strong Stem Steve Cabot, Lasmeeshma Liam Reese, and the bad boy Bern Podcasy, Bern Podcasy. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok, the Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspective@gmail.com. And please like, subscribe, so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Strong Stem, we missed you last week, pal. How we doing, babe?
Rough week, but we back, baby. We back.
Glad to have you back, pal. Lasmeeshma, how are you?
Alive and well.
Alive and well, love to hear it. Benoit Podcasy, the bad boy Bern Podcasy. How art thou, my man?
Just living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
Nice. Well, speaking of living the dream and Martin Luther King having a dream, this is the Working Perspectives podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right. On the show this week, we aired the return of the Magic Man, Murf Meyer. Murf Meyer's second episode, first ever episode, was the 6th ever episode we ever aired on the Working Perspectives podcast. I think it was January 26th of 2021 was his first appearance on the Tuesday show. He's since been back to do a couple roundtables and things, but really happy to have him back. Super fun time, super great dude, really nailed it. Love his stuff, love promoting his show, The Weekly Dose, Murf Meyer Self-Medicated Weekly Dose, which we had links in the description of that episode for. Highly suggest checking it out. He's doing a lot for the harm reduction movement. It's a great show with great guests. Really, really enjoy it. New episodes every Wednesday, but a lot of fun. Really, really liked it. But next week...
Hold on. I had to listen to it real quick, and I was listening to the show.
Thank you.
Did I breeze by hearing you say that you sometimes fall asleep on the popping? If I see you doze off, you fucking stew-nod. I swear to God, I'll come through the camera and dip my balls in your mouth to wake you up. And I'm not gay. But fuck you for saying that. He just breezed on by it. I was like, dude, does he really say he fell asleep on our show?
Dude,
fuck
it's
you.
Not
fuck
because...
the Tuesday show. I quit.
That's pretty lame.
Dude, all
I
right.
fucking quit.
Sorry, but it's not because of that. It's because, like, legit.
It's your bedtime. Shut up.
I'm
Wake up,
legit fighting
motherfucker.
off sleep. I'm like, I'll be like this.
Wake
I'm like,
the
all right,
fuck
yeah,
up.
let's fucking go. But yeah,
God
no, you're right.
damn
No,
it.
no excuse, Steve. You're right.
Great
Thanks
show,
for
but fuck you.
Bro.
thanks for listening, Steve.
Sleep's
Appreciate it.
important, man. There's like people who are in like crazy good shape that have heart attacks and shit.
Dude,
It's not,
tell me
not
about
good,
it.
man.
Yeah, look at Triple H, him and Vinny McMahon. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
hate sleep. They say like they get like 3 hours a night max. They hate sleep. You know, that's their whole mantra is fuck sleep. And Triple H had like a heart attack not long ago. But
Yeah, I was
also,
gonna say, how'd that work out?
also,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's-
Triple H was, you know, I mean, to say
Had a
he was
needle or two
all
shoved in his ass.
natural.
Yeah, those guys juice like crazy.
That
dude.
that heart's been pumping overtime for a while.
Doing speed, doing
Hell
speed
yeah.
and fucking
Yeah.
Adderall and juicing and coke.
Also, he's married to Stephanie McMahon. Shout out, fan of the show, listener of the show.
yeah, good for him.
Woo,
Yeah,
love-
fuck him.
Big fan of Steph McMahon. Nice. All right. But yeah, so like we said, Murf Meyer episode available. Bern, I know he's your boy. Your thoughts on the show?
Always a good one, man. I like that he and Jdub got into a little bit, just about, you know, because Murf also worked in the hospital system in Philadelphia too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good stuff.
Does
You know, I know all these ridiculous stories,
Yeah.
but he doesn't. He never hesitates, man. He'll throw it right out there at you.
Does he, I mean, is it me or is listening to Jdub talk about a serious topic kind of like, what are you saying? You know, like,
Cuz.
I don't know. It's tough.
Who
to
is his friend that smokes crack out of a bomb? What the fuck? I've never. Like, listen, I know.
Oh yeah, good.
That was wild.
I know sometimes they'll smoke like meth out of a bubbler, but dude, you find a seasoned crackhead, dude, and it's fucking stem and nothing else, dude. They
Yeah,
don't play
bro.
that shit.
They're not.
Jdub's got
fucking
some
around.
weird friends. He also acted like his fucking dog is Rin Tin Tin.
Oh,
thing,
yeah, oh, yeah.
If you that thing's afraid of its own shadow, and he's like, if I had a boy dog, I feel like I'd shake it. I'm like, dog, you can't make your dog go outside to take a fucking walk. It's so scared of life, and it
Dog.
fucking emulates its owner. You fucking stunad.
Dude, he was
God
talking
damn it.
about treating the dog differently. Like if you had
Fucking
a daughter or
idiot.
a son, I was like, what the fuck are you
Motherfucker.
talking about?
Now shout out to Mila because his dog is the shit. But the thing is literally, if someone farts, it will dart out the door and try to like commit suicide in traffic. It's so scared
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah.
He can't even get it to fucking walk.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
If I had a
yeah.
boy dog, I would grab it and shake it. I'm like, no, you fucking wouldn't. Shut up.
That being said, I would be fascinated to just get like all Jdub's thoughts down on paper for a day.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
One
that's a
of
great
the,
idea.
you know what I wanted to find. So I didn't know this, but he takes notes during every show, right? Like he has like notes
Yeah,
of
he left him here
one-liners.
before.
Exactly, and he left like he's been on the show for a long time. Like he's been on a bunch of episodes at this point. Because dude, he started in September of 21. You know what I mean? Like
To
he's
write
been
his
on.
memoirs, his working podcast memoirs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He left. He had like those yellow, like the yellow page, whatever, like the flip page
Legal
pads.
pad?
Yeah, legal
Yep.
pads. And so yeah, so he left it at Steve's though at the last live recording. So I'm wondering, like, you know, Steve. You
Oh, I
probably-
went through it and was circling shit and taking pictures and being like, what the fuck? And sending it to him. Now, also, since it's shit on Jdub hour, he
Yeah, all of a
also,
sudden.
since we're shitting all over Jdub, I might as well just diarrhea on it. He, one of our buddies sent a picture to our group chat because he took his dumbass down to the fucking Upper Gwinnett basketball court. So there happens to be a super large playground for children. And he was in his work clothes and wanted to work out with Thomas, Romeo. So Tommy takes a picture of him in his fucking underwear next to his rape van, getting into. I was like, Jdub, get inside the van before
Bro.
this 6'2" lurch ass pale
Bro.
white man is in his underwear next to a fucking park full of children.
Yo, people. I mean, I wouldn't be worried as much as a dad, but the moms will call the police.
The
in
police
a
station's across
fucking
the
heartbeat.
street.
Yeah, the police
It's
station
right
is across
across
the
the
street.
street.
Yeah, it is. They might
it's-
not have to even call. They might be able to
God
see it.
damn
They
it.
might be able
Yeah.
to see it from the front door.
Bro, they don't.
Lurch,
They
get in the
do.
van.
They do not play with that shit either, man.
God
If there's
damn it,
anyone-
Jdub.
As they shouldn't.
Yeah, agreed. I'm happy that
Yeah.
they don't.
God
If
damn
anyone,
right.
if anybody sniffs a weirdo around a park, that fucker is like crucified.
I'm just saying, I don't have kids. If I was down there with my nieces and I saw some
Yeah.
beanpole-sized, very pale white man in his drawers by a van, I am jump kicking him in the back. I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
just a psychopath.
Yeah, you're not wrong to.
Fuck
You're not
that.
I
I
don't
don't
think you're
need
wrong.
I don't need to ask questions. I don't need your fucking description of what's going on. I'm reacting.
Right. No, justifiably so. Fuck that guy. So
Justin, get changed in your rape van, not outside of it. Near the kids.
Love it. All right. So let's keep moving then. Next week on the show, it is the return of Pat Kane. So it's funny that we're talking about Jdub. His first ever, I think it was his first ever recording, one of his first ever was Pat Kane. This was a great show. It's my cousin Big Patty, 6'7" dude, Irish dude, head the size of a watermelon, champion egg tosser, played college football, right? Just like a big stud of a dude. He's got a daughter as well. He's a single dad, you know what I mean? Living that life. And like, it's like his show was so fucking good. He really got deep on some issues that he's been going on. We got like a recap of how he's been since the last show. And it was a lot of fun. Jamie Iglesias is getting more involved in every episode too, which is fun to see her open up more. But yeah, no. So next week, Pat Kane episode, gonna be a blast.
And just to be clear, when you say 6'7", you treat it like the Lavelle height scale, right? So he's like 6'4", just like you're 6 foot. When really
he's legit 6'7".
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Just asking.
It sucked because when we were growing up, me and him were always the same size, and then we get to like 10th, 11th grade.
Yeah, and then you stopped at 5'10", and he kept growing.
I stopped at 5'11", Liam's at 5'11", and yes, he kept growing. So it is what it is. But either way, all right. And then also next week we are recording another live show, live from the studio.
In the studio.
If someone's interested in watching the show live, hit us up on our socials on Twitter at Working Key Pod, or on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, or on Facebook at Working Perspectives Podcast, or me on Facebook or whatever. Check us out. And if you want to watch the show live and be an audience member, let us know. We're looking to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last live recording was a blast, and this one's going to be another great one. But let's keep it moving. On this show, we're bringing you topics from around the globe. The topics are going to fall under 3 different categories. The categories are Stupid Is as Stupid Does, Incredibly Incredible, and Sports and Speds. Let's start off with the first category, Stupid Is as Stupid Does. Strong Stem, glad to have you back. What do you got for Stupid Is as Stupid Does?
So my buddy Robbie Stratton decides to take an otherwise normal beer run and throw his Florida beer run twist on it. Robbie decides to swing by the old beer distributor, and what does he have tucked under his arm? A 5-foot alligator. Now, don't worry. Its mouth was duct tape shut. And he runs up, just in case for safety, he runs up to the clerk and says, "Y'all ain't out of beer, right?" Guy's like, "What the fuck?" He's got a gator under his arm. 5-footer, too. Like, not a little boy, right? So he runs. You could see on the footage of the camera, he's darting in and out of the fucking aisles, acting like an asshole, into the fridge, out. So eventually they get him out, right? They call the cops. They arrest him. They ask him. They ask him at the end if he has any recollection, or was he a tad bit under the influence? And he said, "No, not at all. I was fucking hammered. I don't remember anything, or at any moment entering any building with any alligator." And they were like, "Okay, well, where'd you get the alligator from?" He's like, I don't fucking know. I don't remember anything. Like, whatever you guys are telling me and whatever that footage shows, apparently, I guess I did it, and I might be in some trouble for like cruelty to animals. But other than that, I don't know where the gator ended up, where I got the gator, or how this whole situation happened. Bitch, I was blacked out, and I do wild shit because it's Florida. And they were like, "All right, fair enough." So shout out to Robbie for bringing the gator to grab some beers. You know what I mean?
Florida being Florida, man. You know what I mean?
At least he was being safe with the duct tape around the mouth.
We should do a percentage of the amount of stories that we get from Florida, because it's easily like one a week. Because last week, first story, fucking Kid Fight Club, Florida. You know what I mean? Or
everything's in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, the percentage is about to go up, so
let's go.
But wait, Steve. So this guy, let's just say 7th grade education at the most.
Oh, definitely looked like he smoked crack.
Yeah.
And that's probably Jdub's boy.
Yeah, and that's Florida 7th grade too, not Pennsylvania 7th grade.
But this fucker rolls up, no shirt, jean shorts, and like.
Funny you say that. That was absolutely the
but
outfit.
You got a gator.
Yeah,
good to go, man.
Dude. He's like, "Don't worry, the safety's on." You
see the camera footage from the parking lot, and he has it in the bed of his pickup. So you see him like jump out the truck, and he's like stumbling. and like one hand grip it up out of the bed of the truck and then go running in like an asshole because clearly he was fucking.
He's like, I can't leave this gator in my truck. Some of my
What kind of beer does he like?
This gator, some might take my gator.
How much does a 5-foot gator weigh?
Dude, I was just
Like,
gonna ask that.
They're pretty
So they
dense animals, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. With I don't know, the exoskeleton or whatever the fuck the armor they have on. Yeah. But apparently, when you smoke meth, which I assume this is an assumption he may have dabbled in,
Right.
some
right.
shit isn't that heavy no more.
It's
I
true.
mean, I guess, dude. They had. I mean, think about it. Like what? Like a Great Dane weighs what? They're fucking
200 fucking pounds.
So Jesus Christ! Like this gator's got to be like definitely over
Now-
$150, right?
Nah, I mean, let's be honest, because when you measure a gator, it's a lot of tail in there. It's like, you know what I mean?
True.
So the torso and the head, I'm gonna assume he's somewhere in like the 70-pound to 80-ish.
Still, he's got him
range.
under one arm.
One arm, darting in and out. I mean, the video camera footage from the place is awesome. He's sprinting all in a low stance too. Like, I don't know, like he's Sean fucking Day and he's in a house in Afghanistan. He's like low to the ground and fucking, it is wild.
Dude,
I
I just
love it.
picture him carrying the gator like a rifle.
Yeah. Damn, that's the best. All right,
Wild
nice.
man.
Shout out to Florida. Always
Yep.
great for content.
And old Robbie Stratton. And there could be a better name of a Florida guy with no shirt, jean shorts, little bit of amphetamines in him, and a whole lot of courage to be named Robbie.
Yeah.
Good for
Oh,
him,
Robbie
Robbie.
Stratton.
Oh, Robbie, yeah.
Yeah, love it. Nice. All right, let's keep it moving. Lasmeeshma, what do you got for stupid is as stupid does?
Like I said, guys, we're gonna keep those numbers pumping
Right to
up,
the
you know what I mean?
Sunshine
Yeah.
State.
Yeah, back to Florida.
The Florida percentage going up. So a drunk man in Naples caused chaos after breaking in to the police department.
Fuck yeah.
Joseph Moulton jumped to the fence at the south parking lot and he hung out inside a police cruiser for a little bit. And he noticed like some policemen coming out of the department. He's like, oh shit, better hide. Hides in the bushes for a little bit. Once the coast is clear, he finds like a hose with a nozzle on it, finds a way to keep the nozzle open, shoves the nozzle under the door, and causes about an inch of water damage to the place.
Yo.
He finds his way into the building. He breaks into the locker room, takes a shower, gets out of the shower, goes into the women's room, takes a shit on the floor.
Fuck
and
yeah.
and then grabs a set of clothes, puts on a bulletproof vest. So he's blackout drunk the entire time he's doing this. So he grabs the clothes and everything. He doesn't get caught while doing all this. Sure, he's on camera and everything, but he doesn't get caught or nothing. Gets the full getup and everything. What does he do? He walks down the street to 7-Eleven and gets caught there because the guy working the till at 7-Eleven's like, this cop's in here just fucking wasted, like hanging all over my shelves and shit. So the real cops come and find him, and he doesn't really remember anything, but they, you know what I mean? Like once they piece everything together, they got him on camera and whatnot. But they charged him with grand theft and burglary.
So
solid charges.
Where was isn't there always an officer watching the station?
They must have came out, like, you know what I mean? Like
he must have been on a call or something.
Yeah, he was Rainbow Six in that shit, and he was, you know what I mean? Like he'd hide in the bushes, they'd come out, he'd sneak in, turn on the hose, put as much water as he could into the police
I
station.
love that he dropped heat in the girls' room.
Not after the shower. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Pre-shower.
very
bro.
true, man.
Messed
Yeah,
up
come
your
on, man.
order.
Now also, do I imagine him like because it's not like one size fit all with the equipment. Him like rifling through dudes' locker rooms, like, nah, fuck that dude, he's fat. Oh yeah, this will fit putting his shit on.
Yeah,
I would the videotape I really want is the one in the 7-Eleven. I would have loved to see the guy working the cash register's face when he walks in. Cop walks in, what you think is a cop. Walks in plastered and just starts hanging over everything. Like, who the fuck do I call?
That's
And hey, floor shitter. there's an evidence room that might have some drugs to enhance your experience in the police station. Let's give that a swing through while we're in there. You know what I mean?
I don't think he needed any more, dude.
Yeah.
I think he was all set.
I'm surprised he didn't grab any guns. You know,
Or
they
it's
got
like
the
they
weapons
got grenades
locker.
in there or some shit. I want to throw a grenade
Dude,
in the fucking parking lot or
In
something.
Florida, they have tactical assault rifles and
Let's
bazookas,
go!
all kinds of shit. You know,
Dude, they probably have a whole SWAT gimmick there.
I gotta think, even in Florida, like they have gun lockers and stuff.
Oh,
where they
yeah,
lock
for
up weapons
sure.
and whatnot.
You know what?
not for long.
I'm gonna vote against that. Yeah. Florida fucks.
Yeah, big time.
Florida
man.
does fuck. You ain't
Florida
shit.
fucks, babe. Apparent, big time. Nice. Great shit, Liam. Shout out to this guy. Love it. Let's keep it moving then. We're gonna go on to incredibly incredible. Strong Stem, I'm going back to you. What do you got for incredibly incredible?
So 26-year-old Wellston, Oklahoma substitute teacher Emma Delaney Hancock couldn't keep her hands off of a 15-year-old boy's cock.
Oh,
So
my
she's now being investigated by the OSBI, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, who this whole thing started by a text about a late assignment. He sends something back on Snapchat without a shirt on, and she says, "Oh, we send in nudes now?" So then it got a little crazy, right? So she's been caught, and after they went through the investigation, she was not only sending nudes and fingering herself, doing all this wild shit, sending it to him. She twice in the classroom kissed him and grabbed his nuts, right? Miss Hancock is grabbing cocks, right? Her hand on his cock.
Of course.
Now she's facing 2 counts of soliciting sexual contact from a minor, 2 counts of lewd acts against the child, both felonies, right? But here's the kicker for Miss Hancock. Her husband, Alfred Hancock, happens to be the Wellston chief of police.
Oh,
Hold on, it gets better. Her daddy, Mr. Paul E. Whitner, is the mayor of the fucking town.
Oh my God.
So I don't know what's going. That's why it's being investigated by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, because state police are compromised, local police are compromised. They had to go all the way up the ladder because the bitch who's grabbing a 15-year-old dick in the classroom, her dad's the mayor and her husband's the fucking chief of police.
Yeah.
You stupid bitch.
And this all started because he missed an assignment.
Yes, and she's on Snapchat, and then they were like, he sent a photo back, and it was him with his shirt off, and she put, we gonna do this. Next thing you know, titty pics, ass pics, over and over.
Not
Dude,
the
homework,
5th kid she's done this to. Go ahead, Liam.
The homework grades in that school have fucking plummeted since then.
Now,
one's handing in assignments now.
Now, is her maiden name obviously Whitner? But her married name that goes on the is Hancock.
Yeah, it's too perfect.
I thought it was fake. And then what do you do if you're the fucking dad or the husband? Like, do I resign and move to a new fucking state? Because I can't get pulled over by, 25-year-old me gets pulled over by that police chief. I'd be like, your wife's still grabbing little boys' dicks? You'd be like, you know what? Just get out of here. Drive away. All right. Fuck you and your ticket.
Yeah, they probably are. You're right. Because that's so embarrassing. Everyone in their where they work knows about it now and everything. And dude.
But Steve, what was her name again? What Hancock?
Emma Delaney Hancock. Little blonde broad, 26. Not that she's not like the last broad I did with the fucking kids who was actually kind of a dime. This one, she's at least a 12-pack. If I get 12 beers in me.
You're not saying no to anybody. Let's be honest.
How dare you fuck you.
Dude, these chicks are fucking insane, dude.
Fucking
insane.
And what did she think was going to happen?
Yeah, literally. What do you think? Yeah.
Everybody in your family's in either law enforcement or some type of government position where you're not going to get away with this shit. I can only imagine the lawsuits flying from this kid's family at this point.
What I don't understand is now at this point, like, we've seen these stories for
over and over
decades now, dude. You know what I mean? We've seen these chicks doing this and teachers doing this for decades now. And like, finally, this chick's like, 2023, I'm getting away with it this year. Like,
2023, new me, let's go.
Oh, my God, dude.
Also, substitute teacher.
Yeah.
She was a sub?
She's a sub.
Of course she's a substitute.
It's the husband with the hat.
This is her right here.
the substitute.
Actually, I saw her mugshot, Matt. I take that back. She's not as bad looking as I thought.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
15-year-old? I'm definitely sending her shirtless.
How
pics
many of
with my
those
ball.
movies are there? The substitute movies.
I believe there's 4.
Okay, so this is
with Tom
Substitute
Berenger?
5, the
The
delivery.
one with
There's all
Tom
of them.
Berenger?
I think Berenger
Yeah.
does the first 2 and Treat Williams does the second 2, I believe.
Here's her
Yeah.
with her husband.
He
and
looks
then-
so happy in the moment, not so happy anymore.
damn.
Well, good for her. And now, as the dad, what do you do when you're the mayor and your daughter's pulling these stunts? I'm hiring someone to like fucking kidnap her, take her to goddamn Guam and leave her there. Be like, look, you can't, it was nice, honey. Here's some money. Go start a life somewhere else. You can't keep doing this.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
fucking
won't be
Guam,
able to
yeah.
get a job.
Yeah, Liam Guam.
I'm all about Guam, bro.
Listen, the only
Nice.
problem is Papua New Guinea's like right below it. So you drift a little too far on the boat. Next thing you're getting eaten by cannibals.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Okay, no thanks.
You live, you learn, you get loves. Nice. Well, shout out to Emma Delaney Hancock. I mean,
Keep your hands off Cox, you fucking slut.
You're
My bad. I
doing,
didn't mean to get too mad.
you're doing
I
the
got mad.
Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest, guys, every time we hear this, it
It's
doesn't.
a triumph.
It doesn't cease to stop the thought of like how fucking lucky these. I mean, the last
Yep.
time it was the lunch lady.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Lunch
This-
aid, not
Lunch
even the lunch
aid.
lady. She's
Yeah.
the substitute teacher.
Substitute
The
and a
teacher,
assistant,
the
the
lunch
assistant
lady.
to the lunch lady.
Yeah.
She's a lady that cuts the tops off the frozen food bags. That's all she does.
Yeah.
No other job.
Yep. So
One day I'll
nice.
be serving the hot food. You're like, damn, bitch, calm down, get back to the
One
food.
day I'll be ladling sloppy joes just like my mammy did.
She only makes the tater tots.
One day I'll be the main course.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Good shit.
Damn
Lasmeeshma,
Nice.
what do you got for incredibly incredible?
Incredibly incredible. Have you guys ever heard of this Great Pacific Garbage Patch?
Sure have.
So
Sure
is that
the fuck
is
have.
that the garbage island in the ocean?
Yes,
or
that's
okay.
floating
Sure
around
is.
in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
So the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is now so huge that there is a coastal ecosystem thriving on it.
Damn right.
The garbage patch is now 602,000 square miles. Do you know how big Alaska is? Alaska is 586,000 square miles. This patch of fucking hunk of plastic floating around in the Pacific Ocean is bigger than fucking Alaska, bro. So dozens of organisms have been able to survive there, and lots of them are coastal organisms, which would not be able to survive like in the open ocean. This is all stuff that has to be like near, close by land and everything. This hunk is so big that these animals and like sea anemones and little crabs are like treating it like a fucking landmass, dude.
Dude, that is, dude. Well, then it has to be one of the biggest islands in the world, then, right? Like, if it's bigger than Alaska, like Australia is probably number one, but what's
biggest
this,
island in the
number
world.
two? Like, dude, like it's Alaska's huge.
And
That's
still
actually,
just
that's actually a good question.
like a pin drop in the massive Pacific.
Yeah, that is true. Like, it's not like you could like stand on the coast and like see it with binoculars or something. But
Yeah.
it's still amazing to me that Alaska is 586,000 square
That's
miles,
where the
and this
aliens
is 602, dude. Fucking
Funny,
nuts.
live. Yeah.
funny you said
That's-
seeing that. What was that dumb cunt who said she could see fucking Russia from
Sarah
Alaska?
Palin.
Oh, Sarah.
I was about to say
My
Tina
bad.
Fey.
Yeah. Oh shit!
It
Don't
was
do
Tina
that.
Fey. Tina Fey probably
Yeah,
could say
right.
it at some point.
I was also
That's
about to
fake
say
later.
Lisa Ann.
Yeah, nailing Palin.
Yeah.
Nail
Remember
it.
Lisa Ann, shout out Easton alum.
So 70% of the plastic they recovered and stuff had some type of organism living on it, which actually, like, obviously, like, humans, like, all together in the world are shitbags for that even existing and everything. But it's just like, what did fucking Goldblum say in Jurassic Park, dude? Life finds a way. In like another 1,000 years, there's going to be like a fucking island where like full like animals just live on floating garbage, dude.
Animals that were that evolved to live on plastic. Like,
Mhm.
these will be some scary fucking things. These will be hard to kill. They will be resilient.
Yeah, yeah.
They could
they're-
live in water and
like-
land. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, This might be a
Now-
real problem in like 1,500 years.
1,500. I agree. Right now, I feel safe because the world's most dominant predators, the old orca, is out there ready to eat anything that steps foot in the water.
Nice.
Anything.
I
Do you see that?
yeah.
Some kid too designed. I forget what it was. It was like an MIT kid or some fucking kid. Remember the kid who developed this huge thing that like circles the plastic, that machine, and like scoops it all up. And he's been trying to put like a dent in that thing, and he's been doing it for like 2 years. And he's like, I collected 5,000 metric tons, and they're like, yeah, but it's still the same size.
And it's still
so fucking
growing.
big.
Yeah,
You didn't
Yeah.
do
It's like
shit
growing.
yet.
It got bigger since he
It got
started.
bigger.
Dude, that is terrifying, though. That is absolutely terrifying.
Well, thank
But-
India and China. They're the
Dude, I
number
was
one
just about to
polluters
bring
of the
that
water.
up. Have you ever
South
seen?
Pacific.
Have you ever seen like those rivers in India that are like
Yeah.
all foaming and
Disgusting.
stuff from all
Oh,
the industrial waste
disgusting.
and everything?
Dog,
Dude,
you see a
so
kid.
fucking
You see a kid
wild.
brushing its teeth, and his mom is shitting
Oh,
Yeah.
3 feet in front of him. He's
Yeah.
like dipping it in the shit water. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, cuz.
Yeah, because it's like it's part of their
Damn,
religion. The river is like a god almost. You know, it's like
Yeah,
a holy
yeah.
river.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were like praying to this like foam river, like that was gonna help it. Why there's
Ugh.
some company dumping chemicals in it, like a half
Ugh.
mile down the river.
God, it's disgusting.
Meanwhile, in America, we got go out and buy bottled water because there might be some chemicals in the Delaware. You go to everywhere you can find no bottled water. Where are them bottles going? To that giant fucking island out in the Pacific.
Yo,
Good for you.
all jokes aside, what I was saying is like, you know, there's probably people in the world that would like kill for that water that we were saying is contaminated and everything. You know what I mean?
Big time.
Andrew, did you hear Andrew Schultz made a great joke about it before, where there was a girl that was from the Philippines at his show, right? And he was saying something about animals, and he's like, the reason why we care about animals in America is because we have the right. Life's so good, you can care about shit like that, right? And he goes, for example, where'd you grow up? She was like, the Philippines. He's like, you grew up in a village? She goes, yeah. And he goes, a poor one or a rich one? It's poor. It's all poor. And she was like, yeah, poor one. He goes, right. So there's little kids that literally every day, one of their main goals of the day is to find clean drinking water, or at least water that they can possibly drink.
That's
correct?
wild.
She goes, yeah. He goes, tonight, honey, you're going to go back to your hotel and take a fat shit in a real clean bowl of water. So think about that. That's why when people are like, oh my God, I love my dog. They eat dogs there. Yeah. If that kid came over to America, he'd run into your bathroom and start lapping the water up in the toilet. Like, yo, they just have this free water thing in here. They're like, no, we shit in that. And they'd be like, what? Wait, you shit in the clean water? That girl had no comment to say to him. She just shut the fuck up. And she was trying to like heckle him. And like, bitch, you going back to the hotel, take a big shit in clean water. Calm down.
Dude, life is all about perspective, man.
100%.
True that, brother.
Yeah.
True that. A working perspective, but nice. So let's keep it moving then. Yep. So let's keep moving. Lasmeeshma, I'm going to kick it back to you for sports and speds. What do you got for sports and speds?
Okay, so going across the pond.
All right.
Top ultra runner Joasia Zakarzewski was disqualified for using a car in a race. So the Scottish marathon runner finished third in the 2023 GB Ultras Manchester to Liverpool 50 mile race. They found out she used the car for about 2.5 miles of the race. And the way they find out is because they do this like GPX mapping data and everything. And she covered a mile in a record-shattering 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Hell yeah. Bitch was doing 47.
Yeah. So in a 50-mile race, she slaughtered a mile in like fucking no time.
Yeah.
So after a quick investigation, you know what I mean? They talked to other runners and crew and everything, and then eventually they like cornered her and fucking, you know what I mean? She admitted to doing it. But here's my question: if you cheated and used a car, how the fuck did you come in third place and not first?
Now listen, I'm gonna assume this is a Scottish broad. She stopped to have herself a cocktail or two and might have
True.
forgot that she was in the race. You know,
Very freaking true. You know how they do.
I just
They
don't
love their
understand.
drinks.
I don't understand the logic. Like, yo, I'm gonna cheat, so I come in third.
inconspicuous
cheat.
cheating. Inconspicuous cheating. We don't want to win though, right? I just want to be in the top 30 on the podium in the picture.
Yeah.
She's a smart
if I do
one.
too good, they might
Yeah.
notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. By that logic, yeah. If you're
Except
first, it
for,
might be too. Yeah,
that's
Except for the
too
judge says you ran a
funny.
mile in a minute.
Yeah, the 1 minute mile, it wasn't gonna
Yeah,
blow,
kinda
give
fucked
away,
it up.
just the third place.
Just a bit of a record.
That's funny.
Good
Nice.
for her.
Yeah, good for her.
I didn't even know they ran in Scotland. Good for them. Thought they
Didn't
just
that
herded goats and like looked off cliffs and shit.
Yeah, didn't that happen before at the Boston Marathon? There's like a famous incident where this lady like skipped way ahead.
Yep, and then
And-
jumped
and-
right back in.
Yeah. And
I think she got on the
found out.
transit.
Yeah,
She got on, like the
Transit, that's what it
subway.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she got found out like right away. Yeah, but nice.
Yeah, well,
It's
it's
just
not
human
hard because
nature.
there's other runners. So what? They see you peel off, and then later they see you at the fucking podium.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
This fucking girl from Kenya is like, the white bitch can't beat
Yeah,
me. What are
you're
you
like,
talking
no
about?
fucking way. Yeah.
She's not even sweating.
Yeah. But nice. Okay. So let's keep it moving then. Strong Sim, what do you got for sports and speds?
So we going across the water again to one of my favorite countries in the world, good old-fashioned España. We going to Spain,
Ooh.
right? So Beatriz Flamini, 48, spent nearly 1.5 years alone. She's a mountain climber, some type. She calls herself an athlete. She climbs rocks in a cave some 230 feet underground. She went in the cave in Grenada to spend 500 days alone in solitaire while she could be monitored by scientists to see the effects of isolation on the human body and mind. While she was down there, she would get rations of food that they would drop down to a thing that she could get here and there. And they also cleaned their poo up every 5 shits, she said. I guess 5's the magic number for too much shit in the cave. They would come down and I don't know. I'm imagining like a giant pooper scooper that like
It's just a bucket. It's just
Right.
a bucket on it. I'm guessing it's just a bucket.
So they scoop her shit, take it out. While she was down, when they get her out, first off, while she's down there, she said that she had audio hallucinations, which I don't know. Maybe I asked Murf about this. This sounds awesome. I mean, I've done some hallucinogens, but I never had audio hallucinogens. I guess when you're completely blacked out down there, right?
Yeah.
She had a couple of them. She also got stuck in what she called a fly invasion, where there was 1 million of them coming down the cave, and they just, went on. They weren't like eating her, but was just absolutely covered in flies. So finally, they pulled this bitch out. When they pulled this dumb ass bitch out, she says, "Already?" She thought it was 160, maybe 100, 200 days. It was already 500. And she came out and said she wanted to take a shower and have a drink. Those were her 2 requests. And she also wanted everyone to know that while she was down there, it really wasn't that bad.
500 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, her mind is soup. And
Yeah, dude.
like let me talk to her in like a year and see how she's
She's not
readjusted.
gonna be alive that long.
Literally, they
in-
get down there and ask her, and she said, "Already, I didn't get to finish my book." Bitch, harness her up, Jim. Pull her up. What the fuck?
Then go in your room and turn the
dark?
fucking lights off or something. You know what I mean?
God
Sit in a
damn.
cave for dude. That person is a fucking psychopath, dude.
Yeah,
That
for
person is
sure.
insane.
Now remember, as her profession, she climbs rocks, like sheer
Yeah.
faces of rocks. So you already got to have like a marble loose here and there. You know what I mean?
For
Yeah,
sure.
She's a little nutty.
she probably got like makes a lot of money, nicer house than fucking where I live
No.
at. You know,
Fuck
You know?
Not a chance.
I'm sitting here
Not
talking
a
shit, and
chance.
she probably.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
if she can afford to hang out in a cave for 500 days, then yeah, I think she's probably got a little bread. You know what I mean? I'd
Yeah.
like to go somewhere for. I can't afford to go to a cave for 5 days.
Yeah, can't miss that mortgage payment. So
nah,
she,
the bills don't get paid.
now, am I very invested now in the results of this study? Because I would love to know how goofy this bitch is now, as opposed to before she went in the hole. It puts the lotion on the skin. Like this bitch,
Yeah.
she gotta
Yeah.
be loopy at this point.
Yeah,
I can
if
see
she-
her running through Florida with a gator.
Yeah, if she decided to do that, then she was
Mhm.
fucking loopy to begin with. You know,
Dude.
what I mean?
Also,
And
she's
super loopy.
she's off by like 350 days.
Oh,
You know what I
funny
mean?
you say
Like,
that, Bern.
She's not even close.
They mentioned that Queen Elizabeth died while she was down there, and also the invasion of Ukraine started. So they came out, they're like, so the Queen's dead, and Russia
Crimea's
ran
gone.
down on Ukraine. She was like, what
That's
the
funny.
fuck?
Dude, that's funny. I mean, yeah. Dude, I'll tell you though, like when we had Chad Marks on the show, he had told us about he had to do 14 months in solitary confinement, right? In the hole, whatever
In the
it
hole.
is.
23 and 1, they call it.
14 months.
Yeah, 23 and 1. So allegedly,
And
I
he
might have
said
spent
that
a
well,
couple
he's-
days down there. In
Yeah.
a couple days, I wanted to dig my eyeballs out of my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't imagine being able to.
14 months. So
That's
he
cruel
was-
and unusual punishment. You fucking asked me.
Agreed. right?
Certainly is.
Apparently, she did.
I
longer,
seen a dude
like,
with tits
she
and
did
like
longer
painted
than that.
fingernails.
But
They
go
usually
ahead.
they let you out for like 1 hour, right? You get to 23-1, and
think-
everyone kind of congregates in this like chow hall weird thing. This is allegedly on State Road in Philadelphia. Anyway, two of them had, because you could be PC to go to 23-1, PC protective custody, where you're afraid for your life in GP, the general population. So it'll send you in there because of it.
Yeah.
And of course, these things, I don't know what the fucking call it. I don't know if it's I don't even know if it's a real tranny, but they would apparently take the art supplies from their little like crowns and shit and use them to paint their nails and put lipstick on and eye shade, which made you look like you look like Homie the Clown, because this isn't like, we're not at Ulta, right?
Yeah.
So you got the Homie the Clown paint on his face, and they had tits, and I was like, wait, I'm so confused. Did they come in here with tit? And the guys were like, just don't look, ignore it. I was like, I got questions. They were like, do not talk to them.
Dude, they're brave for even doing that in that prison. That's fucking crazy.
That's why they're on PC.
Yeah. They have to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, dude.
How about it? Nice. All right. Well, that bitch crazy for sure, but good shit, boys. We are coming towards the top of time. Strong Stem, what do you guys say before we get out of here?
Listen, I'm gonna mean this in the most sincere way. If you got a good boy at home, pet its head tonight. Pet its head. Tell him you love it.
Yeah.
That it's rough to lose an animal, especially 10 years with my dog. Came to work every day with me. You know, it's a sad thing to have to, first time for me to actually have to put a grown ass animal down and you know, have its head in your lap and see its fucking life leave its body. It's shit was up
Pretty
there. It's most
intense.
traumatic shit.
It's
My God.
I mean, he's in a better place for sure.
I also heard other people say, well, I don't know if I could do that. So I'm confused. You would go let it get put down around strangers? You owe it to that thing. How do you owe it to that thing? Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, pet your dog. You got a dog tonight, or I don't give a fuck, a kitty, cat, anything. Pet that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Life is short.
Yeah. Nice. Very good. Benoit Podcasy, what do you got to say before we get out of here?
Not too much, man. Just looks like we might have a little Sixers Celtics coming up in a week or so. Both squads are looking pretty sharp, so it should make for some interesting chatter next week.
Nice, love it, very good. And Lasmeeshma, what do you got to say before we get out of here?
Bern, why do you like the fucking stupidest teams in all the sports?
Preach!
You almost forget he's a Giants fan, and then
I like everything else about
no one
it,
ever forgets that.
And then
he likes the Phillies. He likes Nova.
I random hear him like, yeah, the Phillies, and I'm like, wait a minute, doesn't this fucking guy like everything else Philadelphia hates except for the Phillies? You like the shittiest of all the teams? Really? They won the least amount. They have the most losses in the history of fucking sports.
That's how you know I'm a real one. That's how you know I'm a real one. I wasn't picking teams as a bandwagoner.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, the Celtics a little, but because when you were growing up, they were fucking winning everything. But
not when I was growing up. When I was growing
you're right.
up,
I mean, the aura of that was still wave was still ringing.
Yeah. When you were able to remember, Bird was on the way out, right? Bird.
Yeah, I barely have remember. My Celtics were Dino Raja and D Brown and Rick Fox and losing and
dude, shout out Rick Fox.
Yeah, I think he's got like 6 fucking rings too.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, speaking of Rick Fox, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Strong Stem Steve Cabot, Lasmeeshma Liam Reese, and the bad boy Benoit Podcasy, Bern Podcasy. In case you're wondering, you can find all this stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like, subscribe so we keep bringing this sweet, sweet content. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. Thanks. See you. All right, and we're out. You had to burp right into the microphone. God damn it.
Did I? Well, it was during my fucking name, so fuck it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, listen, did I have a humbling moment last night? I was at fucking practice with Courtnick and a bunch of the young bulls that I run on Monday night, Monday night, with the Utes. So I had like 4 8th graders and like 5 fucking elementary school kids that we run like and me and Courtnick run these off-season practices. So of course me and him jump in the mix because he's the fucking Superman and I'm an asshole, right?
Yeah.
I woke up Tuesday morning. My left calf. Well, I might as well been Iron Man. It was like when you have a cramp, but it just never goes away.
Yeah.
I could fucking shoot it with a BB gun. That shit would ricochet off. And it's because I'm an asshole. It's not like I stretch or anything before practice because they're not high school guys. They're little guys. Like what? I don't. But of course, I'm trying to like show them how to finish a single leg. So I'm hopping on my one foot for fucking an hour straight. I come in here. And again, it's not like I get to sit behind the desk. I got to fucking work 12 hours walking around like a dickhead. So now I'm in here limping. And when customers see me, they're like, damn, man, what happened? Like something happened at wrestling or like jujitsu. I'm like, they were fifth graders. I mean, there was a gang of them though. There was so many.
Yeah. And they're big for fifth grade, man.
And they're good too.
Kids these days are big, dude.
Yeah. I felt like such an asshole old man when I woke up. I was like, fuck myself,
bro,
dude.
That's life forever now, man.
Fuck
We're all
myself.
fucking old. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you guys were saying the girls when they're younger, like fuck the boys up.
They fuck
Dude,
boys
that
up.
video
Big
I
time.
sent today, that 7-year-old girl was fucking that little kid up so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, little girls are
not to be
tenacious
fucked
too.
with. Yeah.
Yes, they're
She was
tenacious at a young age.
Yeah, she was like suplexing him on his fucking neck.
Yeah. Good.
The only way I would like to extend this after banter is if we're shitting on Jdub, because that seemed like it was a joyful, fun activity that everyone liked to jump in on.
I think everyone would love a little shitting on Jdub.
Make it a segment. We should make it a segment.
Jdub shitting, Jdub shitting.
We'll do stupid as a stupid does,
Jdub
incredible
version.
sports and speds, and then Jdub's corner where everyone just tells a
Yo,
story
you
that
should do that at
embarrasses
the end,
Jdub.
Bern. You should do that at the end. We'll have the
Jdub's-
Jdub's corner. Yeah,
I
and
know,
let
but I
Bern
don't-
rip,
you guys know so many
rip
more
something from
stories
the
than I
show.
do.
No.
J-Dub's
You
a
should
dick.
base it off of the Tuesday show.
Off the
Pick something
Tuesday
out of
show?
it that he said that was
Yeah.
super stupid, and just have the Jdub we'll get a better name for it, but the Jdub jerk off moment
just
of the Tuesday
critiquing, yeah.
show.
Dude, to be fair though,
Called Jdub Sync.
Jdub has so much fucking gold he hits on. Like he
I
hits
know.
so many home runs on the Tuesday show sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it.
Well,
Like,
that's why
he is
you
funny.
can break his balls because
Yeah,
he does
he
do a really
gets
good
it.
job.
He
like
gets it, yeah. And he
I
knows it's all-
rip him left and right all the time, especially in our
Yeah.
group chat. But on the side, of course, he knows it's all love. Like we go back
Yeah.
and forth.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. He
It's
gets it.
all everybody. He knows everybody loves him. It's all just part of the gimmick, and he'll give it back if he wants to.
he's got 11 brothers, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, there's no shortage of back and forth.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Nice. But all right, guys, good shit tonight. I don't want us to go too long. Really good stuff. Loved it. Love the energy. Really good having you back, Steve. And then next week we are live. So
Yep.
just make sure you got your shit ready. I'm gonna be wearing a 3-piece suit again.
I gotta get up.
I know the award show I wanted fancy, but for this one, just show up camera ready. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Bern, are you still good to attend?
You know I am.
All right.
Good,
love
Bern,
it.
because I got some questions to ask you